Good afternoon, everyone. Another record close for the Dow Jones Industrial Average, up by over 400 points at 1.35% of the upside. Also, some nice broad-based strength today. That's really important because we've seen so much pressure on those tech shares over the past couple of days. That was not the case. Tech was able to work. So in other words, growth stocks, momentum stocks were also up in addition to the more cyclical, value-oriented areas of the market. So it seems as though the sentiment today was really quite different versus what we've been witnessing over the past number of trading days, with so much pressure on those tech shares. Those tech shares under pressure because of the concerns surrounding a rising rate environment and the impact that has on their valuations. It puts downward pressure on higher multiple stocks. That was not the case today. It seems as though investors are feeling a little bit better with a rising rate environment because we've got so much stimulus and monetary policy helping the broader economy and therefore corporate profits and therefore the earnings per share and stock prices of companies. So taken together, it seems as though there's a slightly different mentality in terms of looking at that U.S. 10-year yield, which did break through that 1.40% level. We'll see if that can continue. But with the accelerating economy, many strategists over the past couple of weeks have come out and said that, look, you can have a rising rate environment and a stock market that goes up because you have an accelerating economy. That message definitely was heard loud and clear in the markets today. Now, away from that, of course, in addition to, I should say, that being supportive for markets, fiscal policy, monetary policy, as well as vaccine rollout south of the border continues to accelerate. They're doing about 1.4 million doses a day, or 45 million in total have been vaccinated. Here in Canada, about 1.6 million have been vaccinated. And also there are expectations that they will see a double of doses by April. So obviously all of that taken together, real positive. In addition, J&J did get FDA approval for their one-dose vaccination for COVID-19. All taken together, very positive for that reopening trade. You saw some of the cruise lines up by about 8 to 9%. So Norwegian as well as UAL, United Airlines, up by about 8 to 9%. We saw some real strength in energy shares once again on the back of the potential for increasing demand. And also, we've talked about this with Rafi Tamazian, the lack of investment in energy over the past number of years certainly has a negative impact on supply. So taken together, WTI is up once again, and the XLE, the energy sector ETF in the United States I look at, is up by 25% in February alone. If you want a couple of stock ideas, check out my interview with Rafi Tamazian. It's on my YouTube channel, Catherine Murray Media and Markets. Financials as well as industrials also up nicely in the United States. Away from that, the TSX here in Canada, broad-based strength as well. Healthcare led by cannabis companies were up strongly, free up by about 11%. Financials up and helped by National Bank. Strong results there. Strong results at Royal as well. And also industrial showing some nice strength. GFL Environmental up on the day. We're also seeing some nice moves higher in steel companies. Stelco for one up by about 9%. I actually own that company. I bought it at around that $16, $17 level. So I've had to be patient with it. But I thought once we get a bit of a comeback in the economy, should bode well for steel companies. So it closed at about $26. And also, I'd point out that that Bitcoin was up, so there was a buy back into Bitcoin and QBTC today as well. Canadian dollar clearly benefiting from the fact that the price of WTI is up. We are so often viewed as a commodity currency, so that has continued to help the Canadian dollar. I'll leave it there. Have a great night, and I have a great guest coming up for you this week. I'll let you know about it a little bit later.